Hi guys, hello, hi. Hi Debolina, hi Twinkle, hi Simran. It's wonderful how you people have joined me and I am getting to talk to you after such a long time. Excellent. Before we start, I will tell you guys, style doesn't happen overnight. It will not happen in just one day click. I'll give you this session and then you will go and develop your style. No, it doesn't happen like that. It takes a lot of time because it's a journey of discovering yourself first. Okay? So the first thing that we did here is step 1, we accepted the way we are. Believe in your beauty. Trust me, when you have a genuine smile, when you look at the favorite book of yours or you sit with the favorite movie, the smile that you have, trust me, that's the best accessory. So now that we have accepted ourselves, what we will do now is we will identify our stature. We will understand what our body is like, what my skin color is like, what my hair type is. All of these will be identified. So my next step after acceptance are my identification. So how do I recognize myself? I'll come to the girls first. There are primarily some kind of body types. First will be your rectangle body shape. What is rectangle body shape? Rectangle body shape is where your bust, waist and hip measurements are almost equal. Next comes your inverted triangle or apple body shape. What is that? Here the bust measurement is much more than your waist and hip measurements. Then comes your pear shape or inverted triangle. Triangle or pear shape. What is that? It is complete the opposite of inverted triangle or apple shape. Here the hip measurement is much more than your waist and chest measurement. Right. So I was talking about hourglass. What is hourglass? Where the chest measurement and the hip measurement are almost equal, but your waist measurement is 9 inches or more less. So now we have these 4 kinds of body types for women. I will now go for men. For men, there are again these similar kinds of body types where we will not include the hip. We will only include the chest and the waist. Okay, so for men also the similar things like rectangle where the chest and the waist measurements are pretty much the same. Okay, so we will have a square shape for men. Then we have a triangle shape where the chest or the shoulder is more than the waist. Then comes your trapezoid. What is trapezoid? Okay, so the shoulder or chest will be slightly more than the waist, maybe 4-5 inches, not more than that. When it's a slight more than the waist, then it becomes trapezoid. And then comes your inverted triangle where again the chest is much more than the waist. So the much more again is 11 or more inches. Fine. I hope this body type for men and women are clear to you. Okay. What you will do next, your exercise after this would be accepting. The first thing, you will accept yourselves. After you have accepted yourself, what will you do? You will measure yourself. Okay, with the measuring tape, measure your hip, waist and bust for women, and for boys, measure your chest and waist and categorize yourselves under some of this. So moving on to the next segment. Now we have all of these body types. We have fallen into some body types. Now we will understand our height. Okay, so in India we have the standards. What are these standards? That for women till 5 feet 3 inches you are in the short category. From 5'4" to 5'7" women are average height. From 5'8" and above you would be called a tall woman. Okay, and for men similarly till 5'5" you'll be considered short. From 5'6" to 5'10" you will be considered average, and 5'11" and above you will be considered tall. Now again, let me tell you, there is nothing as short, tall, average. This is just terms that I am using so that you can understand what to wear and how to wear. So you will now know what kind of garments you should be wearing. Okay, next we will go to skin tones. So the easiest way of identifying your skin tone is go out in the sun and look at your wrist. You will see you have some veins here which are very visible. Okay, look at your visible veins. It has a color. What color? You will have undertones. Even if you are, say, a honey skin tone, you might have a warm undertone, you might have a cool undertone, or a natural undertone, right? So we have to identify the undertone. That is important. It's so wonderful to see everybody has identified their body tones. Great. Okay, so suitability. So for cool undertones, you must go for pale blues, greenish garments, light blues, pinks and greys. All of these will look extraordinarily flattering on you. What you should be avoiding a bit is white. Try not to wear absolute white, because then it tends to wash out. You are anyway a pale skin tone. So if you wear white, you look less flattering. You do not look bad. I will keep on repeating, nothing looks bad on anybody. Then we will go to warm undertone. Warm undertone people should opt for bright scarlets and fuchsia. Even you can wear pitch black. You can wear your royal blues and deep what do you call that color, deep purple. All of these will look very, very, very good on you. Okay, you can also wear blacks, you can also wear charcoals and absolute whites. You can wear that. The only difference from the cool undertone that is here is cool undertones for avoiding white, you can wear white. Okay, what you should be avoiding a bit is muted colors. Now we will move on to neutral undertone. Now in neutral undertone, you can wear mid-tones. Do not opt for very dark colors or do not opt for very light faded colors. Go for mid-tones, which is not very dark, which is not very light, mid-tones. Then you can wear brick reds, orangish, ivory, beige. These colors are suitable for you. Try to avoid very icy pastels or deep tones, like I said. The colors that I have said applied both for the men and the women. Now I am going to talk about the different body types that you have identified for yourselves and what kind of things that you can wear. So if you have identified yourself as an apple body shape, try to wear V-necks, right? So for apple shaped body, if we have a heavy upper portion, let's move away our eyes from that and concentrate on a balanced outfit. So how do we do that? We will tend to wear V necklines. We will try to wear A-line skirts, A-line, empire line garments. We will wear 3/4 sleeves, and the best thing that you can do is wear skinny, do not wear skinny but flary pants. Wear flared bottoms. Okay, that will balance out your upper torso and your bottom. So that is for the people who have apple. Next, people with hourglass figure, what you can do is wear cinched waists. So you can highlight your tiny waist. You can wear body hugging dresses. Avoid too loose clothes. Okay, and you can also go for plunging necklines. Do not wear very loose flary garments ever. Then comes your pear shape. In pear shape, what is happening? Your lower portion is heavy. Like the apple shaped people have heavy bust and heavy upper torso. Here the pear shaped people will have very heavy bottom. So what happens in that? What do you wear? You are the best people to wear crop tops. You will look very nice in crop tops. You can wear very skinny jeans. very tight bottoms. You can also wear scooped or boat necklines. Okay, avoid very skinny garments on the upper torso. Do not wear very skinny tops. Okay, the last one for women is rectangle, where you can wear sleeveless, you can wear A-line garments with ruffles on the top, or you for the people, you will be able to layer a bit. So what do I mean by layering? You can wear say a t-shirt, then a shirt, then a shrug. You will be affording to do that, which most other body types wouldn't. Okay. So this was pretty much about what should you wear and what you shouldn't, but it's much more vast than this. It's very difficult for a person to complete everything that you can wear and can't wear in one live session. So I have accumulated as much as information I could to provide to you. Okay, so what did we do? We have accepted ourselves, then we have understood and identified our body type, height and skin color, and then we have got tidbit information about what kind of clothes suit me and what kinds not. Right, now I started telling you people in the beginning that, but again, what was the main ingredient of our styling? It was our inner self. It was acceptance of our inner self. Be happy and positive about everyone around you. Be loving, and that's the best thing that you can do. It was a wonderful session. So much love and appreciation from your side. It's really overwhelming for me. I will look forward to such more sessions with you all. I hope I could have taught like a teeny bit something. And yeah, I'm always available to you. If you have any queries, get back to me, because in an hour session it's very difficult to complete and compile everything that's there. Okay, so yeah, stay at home, stay safe, stay happy, and looking forward to see you all very, very soon. Okay, bye guys, bye.